Okay, okay. So we have started our live stream. I think everyone can view me, can watch me, right? It's 9:38 already. We are 3 minutes late into this contest, and let me know how many of you have solved all four problems. I have able to solve only two problems in today's weekly contest. Four, not four, 506. Okay. I have only solved two problems. Let me know how many problems have we solved. Right. Let us see, can we solve all four problems by explaining today. So, without any delay, let's start this first problem. Check good integer. This is the first and also the easiest problem through the contest, right? So, let us start reading the problem. So, it is nothing but we are given with a digit n. Wait a second. We are given with a digit n, sorry, integer n, which is having some digits, right? So we need two sums. Actually, first sum is digit sum, as you already knew. One problem only. It's okay, bro, as you have some gap with solving the contest. And also the second problem is also quite confusing. There is one wrong answer which I got. So I'll also explain you what was the wrong answer when I go to the second problem. So let's start with the first problem. So we need the digit sum. Hi bro, I could only solve one problem. The first one, just in there. Okay. Hi bro, I think your name is Ashok, right? Just a winner. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ashok, I think. No, no, I might be wrong, but correct me. So we need two sums. One is digit sum and the another is square sum. So here digit sum is nothing but the sum of all the digits in the integer n, the given integer n. And the square sum is nothing but the sum of squares of all digits. Akash, Akash. Yes, bro. Yeah, after many days I've been into this live stream, so I forgot. Sorry, Akash, bro. Okay, so how can we solve it in C++ or Python is the first thing we need the digits. So what I'll do, I'll get digits, get digits, but how do I get the digits? The individual digits is just by converting the integer into a string. Convert given n to string s. Now get digits from s. Nothing but we are getting the digits instead of we can just loop through the s, get digits from s and get the sum. But we are not done yet. Let me tell you, return true if n is good. But what does good means is nothing but the square sum minus the digit sum should be greater than or equal to 50. If I write the code, uh, wait a second. If I write the code here, let me tell you. First, I am converting the integer n to string. So let me take a string s is equal to toString, which is there in C++, toString of n. I took part in this contest after like 1 month. I think I am out of shape now, hoping to come back. Yes, bro, me too. I wasn't able to solve the third problem in this contest. I know if we have some, a break, something like that, we'll be missing that problem solving in just minutes or just in 20 or 30 minutes, right? So, okay, it's okay. We'll be coming back to our coding. We'll be solving 3 or 4 problems in next contest. It's okay. So, we have converted the string s is equal to string. We have just converted the integer to string. Now, what I'm saying, I need the digits. So what I'll do, I'll go through character by character in every string. Now, I need the character to be into digit again. So int the current digit, I'm taking it as c minus 0. That's it, right? C minus 0. Then I'll just get the digit. Now, before that, as I said, we need two sum. Uh, right? Two sums, digit sum and square sum. So digit sum is equal to 0 and square sum is also equal to 0. Now, if you see, I need the digit sum and also the square sum. So digit sum plus is equal to the digit and square sum plus is equal to digit into digit. But when we are doing like this digit into digit, there might be a case that this would be in int max or 1e4 or 1e5. So at that time, the digit, the digit won't be at that level, right? So no, there might be no edge case. And here, if you see, it is 1e9. Even all 1e9 means even all the 9 or 8 elements, sorry, digits are 9. It won't be exceeding 100. 9 9 81, right? So we are good to have integer here and return. We are set that square sum minus digit sum should be greater than or equal to 50. So square sum minus, don't worry, we'll be going to the second problem right in few seconds. The digit sum should be greater than or equal to 50. But before going to the second problem, let us calculate the overall, it would be only to string s, nothing but in our case, it is just big O of the digit size or the string size. If the string size, I am taking it as, m, big O of m, which will not exceed less than or equal to 9, right? So that's it. So let us go to the second problem now. Okay. The second problem is quite interesting, right? You are given an integer array nums. Define a frequency balance subarray as follows. We should, let me tell you one thing here. Let me explain you this clearly. We need a subarray. That's right. We need subarray size, which should be maximum. Now, the subarray has some things that need to be, in considerations. First thing, frequency. If all the subarray is having only one element x, 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 right? All these are x, right? Now, if the subarray contains only one element, it is frequency balanced. Nothing but this whole will be coming into, excuse me, this whole will be considered as the answer. Nothing but all the elements in the subarray are same, is x itself. If the subarray contains at least two elements, then every element with maximum frequency must occur exactly twice as many times as every other distinct value in that subarray. Let me tell you with an example. If you have 2, 1, 2, 1, and then 3, this is valid. Let me tell you, this is valid. Let me write it. Why? Because the maximum frequency here is 2. right? The maximum frequency is 2. 2 is having the frequency of 2. 1 is having the frequency of 2. 3 is having the frequency of 1. Now, this is the maximum frequency. Now, if the subarray contains at least two elements, this is having more than two elements, this is having five elements, right? Then every in the condition part of the subarray, in second condition, they should say subarray contains at least two distinct elements, right? Because in second example, there are no other distinct elements. Yes, bro. Yeah, you are right, Akash, bro. So I also confused at that time why they are saying that at least two distinct elements. They need to say it as distinct elements, right? I also got a wrong answer. Let me tell you what that wrong answer is. So here it is. The wrong answer is here. I thought 2112 is maximum, right? Agree with Akash. Yes, bro. Then that would make answer 0 because 4 times of 5 is not matching 2 times distinct values. Yes, yes, bro. So they are saying that the subarray should if the subarray contains only one distinct element, then it is valid. If the subarray is having more than two elements, sorry, at least two elements, then let me tell you one thing. It is not at least two elements, it is at least two distinct elements. Here we have two distinct elements. Now, it is having the maximum frequency of 2. It is having 2 by 2, nothing but 1. Nothing but if you see here, let me tell you, let me tell you here, the minimum frequency, there should be only two frequencies, minimum frequency and the maximum frequency. There should be only two frequencies and it should be minimum frequency and maximum frequency. If there is no minimum frequency, if there is only maximum frequency, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. This is most important with this wrong answer. If there is only maximum frequency, like the maximum frequency is 2. Now I have 2, 1, 1, 2. This is not valid. Let me tell you why. Which color to use? This is not valid. Why? Because 2 is having the maximum frequency. 2 is having the maximum frequency. I'm saying that one element is having maximum frequency. It is having at least two distinct elements, so other should have should have minimum frequency. Let me tell you, you might think that there should be only one element with maximum frequency and the other elements should have minimum frequency. Not like that. Let me rewrite the problem. All the elements in subarray are same, are same. Now, if there are at least let me tell you, it is at least distinct elements, at least two distinct elements, then there should be there should be elements there should be elements with minimum frequency. There should be elements with minimum frequency. There should be definitely be elements with minimum frequency. Why? There are two distinct elements, right? Previously, there is only one element, so all the elements in the subarray are same, so I'll consider the whole subarray. But here, I have two distinct elements. Then with there should be element. Let me write it as element. There should be at least one element, right? It would be better if I write it as at least one element. You'll understand if I write the whole statement now. At least one element, at least one element with minimum frequency, where minimum frequency into 2 is equal to maximum frequency. I hope you understand these two statements. The subarray, if it is having all the elements are same, nothing like this 5, 5, 5, and then 5. This is valid. Now, if there are at least two elements, now 2, 2, 1, this is valid. 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, this is also valid. If you have any doubt here, please ask me right now. If there are at least two distinct elements like this 2, 2, and then 1, 2, 3 are having maximum frequency and then 1. So here if you see, 2 is having a frequency of 2, 1 is having a frequency of 1. 2 is having a frequency of 2, 3 is having a frequency of 2, 1 is having a frequency of 1. Sorry, frequency of 1. So, here if you see, the maximum frequency is 2 and the minimum frequency is 1. If you have any doubts right now, ask me. Is 223314 valid too? Right, bro. Akash, bro, you nailed it actually. You got it right. 223314 is also valid because the maximum frequency is 2. 3 is also having 2. 1 is having 1. 4 is having 1. Yes, this is valid. Why? Because there are two distinct elements and I don't care how many elements. If at least two distinct elements are having, then there should be elements with maximum frequency and also there should be elements with minimum frequency. And minimum frequency into 2 is equal to maximum frequency. If you have any doubts, please let me know here itself because this is the one thing which lets you think about the problem. Think about the problem. If all the elements are equal, just like double five, double five, there is no need of any conditions. But if the elements are distinct, if there are even two distinct elements, at least two distinct elements, there should be elements with maximum frequency and elements with minimum frequency. Both elements should be having one element, at least one element should have maximum frequency, at least one element should have minimum frequency, right? So that's why this is wrong. Why? Because all the elements are having maximum frequency, right? If there are at least two distinct elements, one element should have maximum frequency and the next element should have minimum frequency. And if you have any doubts, please let me know here itself because this is where we're gonna write our intuition or the algorithm. This is the all the intuition. This is all about the intuition. Now we go to the algorithm. If you have any doubts, please let me know. But I have still doubt as it's saying exactly twice as many times as every other distinct elements in that subarray, where it's 1 comma 4. So 2 times means 4, right? Okay. So 2 should have 4 and 3 should have 4. Twice as many as. Okay. Let me tell you, you are thinking about the elements. Let me tell you, this is about the frequency, not about elements. Akash, 1 second. Let me clear your doubt. What if frequency of 2 is 3? What if frequency of 2 is 3? Let me tell you. I'll also tell you that. First, 1 is having a frequency of 1. 4 is having a frequency of 1. Let me tell you, the minimum frequency here is 1. The maximum frequency here is 2. Then we don't consider the 2, right? Let me tell you. There should be only minimum frequency and maximum frequency. Let me tell you again. Only minimum frequency and maximum frequency. Nothing much. Nothing much. Right? I don't know what elements I have. If I have at least one element with maximum frequency, then I need to have the other elements with minimum frequency. Right? Is that clear? Let me tell you again. You have asked me 1 is having for one time, 4 is having for one time. 1 should be present again, or 2 should be present again, or 3 should be present again. No, it's not like that. Minimum frequency is something like 1, then maximum frequency should be minimum frequency into 2. Here the minimum frequency is 1 and the maximum frequency is 2. That's it. I should have the minimum frequency and the maximum frequency. That's it. It doesn't mean, let me tell you, you might ask me 2 is having like this if I just remove these two. If I only have these, it is also right. It doesn't make it invalid. I hope you're clear, Akash. Let me know if you have any doubts. So it is not talking about the elements, it is talking about the frequency. The frequency of the minimum frequency should be having for some elements, maximum frequency for some elements, right? If there is at least two distinct elements. Now you are asking Anuj bro, what if frequency of 2 is 3? Let me tell you, that's the right question. If maximum frequency is 3, then we cannot build the subarray. Why? 3 by 2 is 1. But if you see, as I said, minimum frequency into 2 should be maximum frequency, right? Exactly. Not, the point or something like that. Minimum frequency into 2 should be maximum frequency. That's it. Nothing much, right? Minimum frequency into 2 should be equal to maximum frequency. Keep that in mind, right? Minimum frequency into 2 should be maximum frequency. If the maximum frequency is itself odd, how can I make the minimum frequency? No. Now let's say we have double two, double three, 1, 4. Here the every other except double two, double three distinct values are 1, 4. So how? Let me tell you. 2 is present for 2 times, 3 is present for 2 times, 1 is present for 1 time, 4 is present for 1 time. Here the every other except 2, 3 distinct values are 1, comma 4. Okay. All other elements, all other elements except those which have maximum frequency should be having minimum frequency. Let me tell you this again. The elements which are having maximum frequency, leave that. That is 2, right? The elements which are having other except those should be minimum frequency, right? I hope it's clear, Akash. Okay, you are dividing those distinct elements again, right? Distinct values are 1, comma 4. No, not like that. Let me tell you this again. At least two. What does at least two distinct elements mean? That doesn't mean 1 comma 4. It cannot be a subarray. It cannot be a subarray because it is invalid. Why? Because it should have at least three elements. If it is 1, 1, 4, I have I will get it like 1 is for 2 times, 4 is for 1 time, right? So this is our maximum frequency and this is our minimum frequency. I hope this is clear. Yeah, it does talks about the maximum frequency, but I still not get it. How it talks about the minimum frequency? Yes, I'll tell you. Anish, we just want to know from where did you get this that we need to consider the minimum frequency. I didn't get it from question. All I got this all other frequency than the maximum frequency. Yeah, it does talks about the maximum frequency, but I still not get it. How it talks about the minimum frequency? Let me tell you. Just, just be here. Just be here. First, I have maximum frequency for some element. Maximum frequency for some elements. All the other elements should have they wrote it like this. All the elements other elements should have frequency of something like f such that maximum frequency, that's it, right? They wrote it like this, right? Such that then every element with maximum frequency must occur exactly twice as many times as every other distinct value in that subarray. Nothing but every element with maximum frequency, all those elements with maximum frequency must occur exactly twice as many times as every other distinct value in that subarray. Every other distinct value in that subarray is having a frequency of f. Now, such that the maximum frequency should be f into 2. The maximum frequency elements should occur exactly twice as the elements which are having the frequency of f. Nothing but the other elements, right? I hope that's clear, right, Anush bro and Akash, right? So they are saying that if I am having an element with maximum frequency, let us take the maximum frequency is 4. Then there should be some elements A, B, or C, elements with maximum frequency of F. Then all the other elements D, E, F, G, H, I, all these elements should have maximum frequency by 2, right? Maximum frequency by 2. Does this make sense, right? So, maximum frequency, if I have 4, then it is having for some elements A, B, C, right? Even if it is having for only one element one element A, then I have other elements D, E, F, G, H, I. So I have A. Can you explain with like different sets of example? Sure, bro. Let me tell you with the small example. I have one, and then 3. 1 is for 2 times and 3 is for 1 time. This is valid. Now I have 1 comma 2. This is not valid. Why? Because the maximum frequency here the max frequency is 1. All those other elements, maximum frequency is 1. All those other elements, I have 1 comma 2. If I put 1 is having the maximum frequency of 1, 2 should have 2 should have the frequency of max frequency by 2. But it is not. It is not, right. It is not like that. Maximum frequency is still 1. How could be the other element having 1 by 2? It can't be a frequency, can't be in decimals, right? So here the maximum frequency is 1, right? I have other elements. I have other elements, which is 2. It should have maximum frequency by 2. What about double one, double two, three, 4? Let me tell you, but before going to that, let me tell you, if I have only one, this is valid. Why? Because I have only one element which is having one. That's where if the subarray contains only one element, it is frequency balanced. It doesn't mean it should have only one element or the size of the subarray is 1. It should be like double one. Nothing but only one element is repeating. This is also valid. One is for 4 times. There is no other distinct elements. There is only one element and it is having maximum frequency. Now let's come to the question double one, double two, 3, and 4. That's a right example. 1 is for 2 times, 2 is for 2 times, 3 is for 1 time, 4 is also for 1 time. If you see here, the maximum frequency here is equal to 2. The minimum frequency, what about the minimum frequency? 1, right? Let me tell you. I will tell you what will be the largest subarray. If you see maximum frequency is 2 and maximum frequency by 2 is nothing but 1. That's the minimum frequency. If you see, I have 1 is having maximum frequency, 2 is having maximum frequency, then 3 is having minimum frequency, 4 is having minimum frequency. That's it. If I have at least two distinct elements, then then one should have one should have maximum frequency, other should have maximum frequency by 2, have maximum frequency by 2 as frequency. That's it. I would take another bigger example and also tell you why double one double two is not a valid subarray. One is for 2 times and 2 is also for 2 times. But if you see, the maximum frequency is 2. I have If I have at least two distinct elements, I have two distinct elements, then one should have maximum frequency. One is having maximum frequency. Other should have maximum frequency by 2. Is it having maximum frequency by 2? No. So this is not valid. Let me tell you another example, another bigger example, double one, and then double two. Right? One is having a frequency of 4, two is having a frequency of 2. This is valid. I'll tell you why. Why? Because maximum frequency here is 4 and maximum frequency by 2 is equal to 2. If I have at least two distinct elements, one, even one element should have 4 and all the other elements should have 2. So 2 and nothing but maximum frequency by 2, right? Did it get to you right clearly, Akash bro? If not, I would extend the uh, problem for you. Double two and then double three. It doesn't mean, the question might sound it like you should have the elements. You are thinking that I have two for 2 times. Then for 1, 2, I should have like this. 1, 2, I should have like this. This might be revolving in your head. Akash, that's not what they are asking. They are not asking about individual elements. They are asking about the frequency. Now, 1 is for 4 times, 2 is for 2 times, 3 is also for 4 times. The maximum frequency here is 4. Now, maximum frequency by 2 is equal to 2, right? Maximum frequency is 4. I have 4. I have 4. The minimum frequency is 2. You might ask me, what if I remove 2? Let me tell you, this might confuse you. Double one, double three, right? 1 is for 4 times, 3 is for 4 times. But you might say, bro, this is valid, but it is not valid. Why? Because I have maximum frequency. If I have maximum frequency, I need minimum frequency. Let me tell you, if I have at least two distinct elements, then one should have maximum frequency, other should have maximum frequency by 2, right? One should have maximum frequency, the other should have maximum frequency by 2, but it is not there. If at least two distinct elements are present, then one should have maximum frequency, the other should have maximum frequency by 2, but it is not present. Same wrong answer I have got here. 2 double 1 2. One is having 2, 2 is also having the frequency of 2. Both are having the maximum frequency. If there are two distinct elements, one should have maximum frequency, the other should have maximum frequency by 2, right? Read this statement again and again. If I have at least two distinct elements, then one should have maximum frequency, other should have maximum frequency by 2 as frequency. I hope it's clear for you, Akash. Let me know, even if it won't be, I know it's not an easy problem, right? It's quite confusing because of the description, but let me know if you have any doubts, Akash bro. And let me know how many of you have solved all the four problems. If I have at least two distinct elements in the subarray, then one should have maximum frequency, other should have maximum frequency by 2 as a frequency. You might ask me if there is only one element, no problem. The whole subarray will be our largest subarray, valid or the frequency balanced subarray. Okay. But how is every other distinct value covering only the minimum frequency? It should be covering every other element, just except the maximum frequency, right? It's like the superset of minimum frequency. You might be saying, there should be there should be only one maximum frequency element. No, you might be thinking like that. Is it Akash bro? Are you thinking only one maximum frequency element should be present? No, not like that. Let me tell you. There might be one, 10 having the maximum frequency of 4, and 2 is having for 2 times. This is valid. This is a valid summary, right? How is every other distinct value other than maximum frequency elements should have maximum frequency by 2, except those elements which are having the maximum frequency. All the other elements, should have maximum frequency by 2 as frequency, right? Except those elements with maximum frequency, every other elements should have frequency of maximum frequency by 2. That's it, right? If you are clear with these two statements which I wrote here, right? If there are at least two distinct elements, then one should have maximum frequency, the other should have maximum frequency by 2, right? Akash bro, if you have any doubts, please let me know. Don't hesitate to ask. We are just learning. I know there can be multiple elements with same max frequency. No doubt about that. But it says exactly twice as many times as every other distinct value in that sub-array. That's where it gets confusing. It doesn't mean about every element. You are thinking like this is invalid. Let me tell you. This is invalid. Why? Because for two, if I take it like an example, yeah, it is also having 4. Uh, one is also having 4. You are thinking like 2 and then 4, 2 and then 4. And what about this one? You are thinking in that way. Akash bro, am I right? So are you thinking that every minimum element, frequency element should have the other maximum frequency element, like the P, right? You are thinking about the element. They aren't asking about, it might, it might sound it like every element should have exactly twice as the maximum frequency. No, it is talking about the frequency. Exactly twice the frequency of the minimum frequency should be the maximum frequency. That's it. If you see the subarray contains at least two elements, it is having two elements. One, you cannot hear it properly. Hello? Is that clear, bro? Hello? Is that clear now, honest bro? Thanks for letting me know. If the subarray contains at least two elements, right, 1 and 2, then every element with maximum frequency, every element doesn't mean this doesn't mean these elements should be occurring, right? You are thinking like one is present for two times or four times, something like that. Two is present, sorry, three is present for four times, then two should be two, and this is mapped with this. Okay, now bro, is it right? I think there is some problem here. Is it right, bro? Is my audio clear for you? Yes. Okay, right. So you are thinking that these two elements are having four. What about these four elements? No, not like that. They haven't said like that. They said what I think is, except for the maximum frequency element, the maximum frequency should be twice as the amount of distinct version count. Like if subarray is double one, double two, three, four, then for max frequency elements are one, two, and every other means 3 comma 4. Yes, yes, that's right. 1 comma 2 are having the maximum frequency of 2. 3 and 4 are having the frequency of max frequency by 2 is nothing but 1. So 1 and should appear 4 times, like 2 times of frequency of 3 plus 4. Just explain the second question with this example frequency of 1 is 4 frequency. Okay, okay, I'll explain you, bro. 1 second, right? So 1 and 2 should appear 4 times. So like 2 times of frequency of 3 and 4. That's way you're thinking in a wrong way of elements. You're thinking in elements. They asked in frequency. Every element with maximum frequency must occur. They said must occur exactly twice as many times as every other distinct value in that subarray. Let me tell you. Every element with maximum frequency. Let us take M, F, E, M, F, E, M, F, E. Should occur with maximum frequency. Should occur with maximum frequency. Should occur with maximum frequency. Right? Frequency must occur exactly twice as many times as every other distinct value in that subarray. This is other distinct element one. You know, maximum frequency element 1, maximum frequency element 2, maximum frequency element 3, which is having maximum frequency, right? Other distinct elements 1, other distinct element 2, other distinct element 3, other distinct element 4, other distinct element 5, all should have the frequency of maximum frequency by 2, maximum frequency by 2 again and again. I hope you are clear. It doesn't mean every element to be exactly twice. It is saying that every element should occur twice as the other distinct elements. Every maximum frequency element should occur twice as every other doesn't mean this is for two times, then this should be for four times, this is two times, then four, for this again four, again four, four, four. Not like that. Every other distinct element is having a frequency, then the maximum frequency element should occur as twice as the frequency. I hope that's clear, Akash bro, right? Yes, it is quite uh, you know, intuitive problem because of the quite, uh, Okay, I understand now. So much thanks for asking too much. So, okay, bro, let me know. I think you are not clear yet. Even if you are not even clear for one small thing, because we are here to learn, no need of judging anyone, right? Can you just explain me second question with this example frequency? One is for four times, frequency of two is one, frequency of three is four, frequency of four is three. Let me tell you one thing. Here, what is the maximum frequency? Maximum frequency is 4. What are all those elements which are having maximum frequency? 1 and 3. What are all the distinct elements? 2, comma 4. What should be the frequency of 2 and 4, which are not having maximum frequency? Is nothing but maximum frequency by 2. Maximum frequency by 2 should be 2. Should be 2. 2 and 4 should be 2. Right? That's it. Even if it is not, even if one element is not 2, then it is not valid. We select the maximum frequency, right? I'll tell you how. Select maximum frequency if, okay, understand. I understand now. I was thinking of distinct values instead of value, and your earlier example of or the distinct element. One cleared my doubt. Okay. So if two distinct elements are present, elements, at least if at least how do I if at least two distinct elements are present, at least two distinct elements are present, then other elements should have should have maximum frequency by 2, right? I hope it's clear. If I have 2 for 2 times and 1 for 1 time, it's valid. 2 is the maximum frequency, 1 is maximum frequency by 2. That's it. Anish bro, I hope you're clear. If at least two distinct elements are present, then other elements should have maximum frequency. First, get the maximum frequencies from the subarray. Now, if I have, other elements or distinct elements, then I need minimum frequency, right? So let me show you the code now. I hope I can you can see the code right now. If you see, there is no need of con frequency. Sorry for that. I have maximum frequency. Now we can go with the big of n square or time complexity. Why? Because 1e9 would be the maximum. Yes, bro. Akash, bro. Triple two. Two is for how many times? Three times. Three is for how many times? Three times. Four is for how many times? Two times. One is for one time. Yes, that's the right question. If you see maximum frequency by 2 should be for other distinct elements. So, if the maximum frequency itself is odd, then the subarray cannot be valid. I'll tell you. 3 is the maximum frequency. Now, other distinct elements should have maximum frequency by 2. You cannot take 3 by 2, 1.5 as the frequency, right? There will be no frequency with 1.5 in decimal places, right? So if the maximum frequency is odd, let me tell you, I wrote it somewhere. If the maximum frequency is odd, then continue. You cannot get other distinct elements having maximum frequency by 2 as their frequency, right? So frequency of nums of j plus plus maximum frequency, just updating the maximum frequency. Akash bro, let me know if you have understood the problem. Don't look at the code right now. If you haven't understood the intuition and algorithm, don't look at the code. After only understanding the intuition and the algorithm, look at the code. Let me know. Is anyone having any doubt about the second problem? Please let me know. Right? Anyway, what about 2 4 times? Okay. 2 4 times, 3 is also for 4 times, 4 is for 2 times, 1 is for 1 time. That's a good problem. Let me tell you again, I will get only two frequencies, maximum frequency by 2. That's it. If there are at least two distinct elements, I should get only either maximum frequency or maximum frequency by 2. Now, let us check. The maximum frequency here is 4. Maximum frequency by 2 is 2. But if you see, there is another element 1. All the other distinct elements, right? Maximum frequency must occur exactly twice, as many times as every other distinct value in that subarray. This should occur exactly twice as every other distinct value in that subarray. This should, if this is 2, then it is valid, but it is 1, so it is not valid. So, if there are at least two distinct elements, then we should have we should have frequencies frequencies of only maximum frequency and maximum frequency by 2, right? Maximum frequency and maximum frequency by 2, but every other should cover 4 2 times, 1 1 time, right? Which are except for maximum frequency 4 2 times, 1 1 time. No, let me tell you, the maximum frequency here is 4, right? So all the other distinct elements which are not having the maximum frequency should have maximum frequency by 2 as their frequency. So if I write it clearly here, then why only look at minimum frequency? Okay, you are saying that why only look at minimum frequency? I didn't get you, Akash, bro, but every other should cover 4 2 times. No, you're again going to elements. Let me tell you this clearly. There is maximum frequency. There is maximum frequency by 2. I can rename it as minimum frequency. Even if there are two distinct elements, if at least two distinct elements, one should have one should have maximum frequency, other should have other should have maximum frequency by 2. I hope this clear, right? So, so you are thinking about the elements again and again. Think only about the frequency. If I have maximum frequency, then all the other elements which are not having the maximum frequency should have maximum frequency by 2. If I have if I have element with maximum frequency, Sai, can we discuss this in the Discord voice channel? We can discuss there properly. Yes, bro. Sure, we can discuss about that. Let me tell you what is my. How can I share the Discord thing? Yes, we can share it. All right. Akash, bro, let me know. Let me know. Did you get it right? Okay, Discord. 1 second. I'm sharing you the Discord channel name. Channel name. Wait a second. Right. For 1 second. Okay. Okay, let us wait for 1 second. Okay, do you have any doubt? Akash bro, 1 second. Yes, I'll share you the Discord link. Don't worry. Okay, you can join there, bro. And I'm somehow getting it if I look from your point of view. But when I see the problem description, it's not created properly. It's like an ambiguous condition. Yes, bro. I wait a minute, let me finish. I I know this is quite this is the description it is saying you to think about the element. No, it might sound it like that, but it is asking you for the frequency, right? Yes, I think we are good to go. Don't think about the description at all. Don't think about it. Just think about the problem what they are asking, right? They are asking if I have elements with maximum frequency, then all other elements without which are having all other elements without max frequency should have a frequency of maximum frequency by 2. Nothing but there should be only two frequencies, maximum frequency and maximum frequency by 2. That's it. There should be no other frequencies, right? That's it. It's just like a way to confuse you so that we cannot, or most of us cannot solve this, all right? So it's a way to confuse everyone. Just everyone might get confused about that, right? Shall we go to the third problem? So I have attempted it in a wrong manner. Let us start from the beginning, right? So everyone, what do you say about the problem? And if you have solved about this, please let me know. Okay, so 2 4 times, 3 4 times, 4 2 times, and 1 is not valid. Yes, it is not valid. It is not valid because 2 is for 4 times, 3 is for 4 times, 4 is for 2 times, 1 is for 1 time. The maximum frequency here is 4. If the maximum frequency is 4, then the other frequency, the minimum frequency should be 2, nothing but 4 by 2, which is 2, right? But here, one element is having 1, which is not minimum frequency, right? So, if I just remove this, just remove only one element. Just remove only this element. Then it is valid. Why? Because maximum frequency is 4 and the minimum frequency is 2, right? Did you get it, Akash bro? Let me know. No need to hesitate. You know, there are even some complex problems about digit DP and 3D DP. It might take you like hours and hours to understand. Not only you, everyone might get it it might take you 6 hours even. In straight 6 hours for digit DB. Would take you straight 4 to 5 hours for Fenwick tree or segment tree. There is one problem, recent POTD, I caught it with a segment tree. That's the, some 10th or 12th problem where I solved about the segment tree. So you're correct that there should be only two frequencies. One should be maximum frequency, the other should be maximum frequency by 2. That's it. There should be only two frequencies. If there is any element which is not from this, just say that it is not valid. That's it, right? So let us, I think we can go to the third problem. What do you say, Akash? Yes, we can go. I think third problem is quite difficult. And the fourth problem is even harder, but I'm telling you, I would solve it definitely. And our channel is growing from zero. I have started this channel with zero, and we are now, you know, let me tell you, we are now at 1020 more, more than 1028 subscribers, right? Yes, let's go. Akash, bro. So, if anyone haven't subscribed to our channel, I'm telling you, you're missing out the greatest of all time coding platform, the coding channel, right? So you will be missing this, our content. So please do subscribe, and I'm hoping that this would take, at least 20 to 30 minutes for solving the third problem. So before we kill the third problem, I need the subscriber count to be at least 1050, right? That's good. We got 1029. So without any delay, let's go to the third problem. But before that, look at the code and let me know if you have any doubts, right? Akash, bro, if you have any doubts about the second problem, that's, getting the maximum frequency. Frequency will be incremented. I'm starting the J at I. Nothing but big of n square time complexity. Maximum frequency is nothing but updating the maximum frequency every time. And if it is just 1, then update the max answer if it is not updated. Right? Now, the current length is J minus I plus 1. Now, if the maximum frequency is odd, then how do you get the maximum frequency by 2? It would be in decimals, right? So just continue. Bool flag is nothing but the valid, if it is valid or not. That's why I'm saying it as bool flag, or nothing but I'm taking a flag or valid. If frequency dot size is equal to 1, then flag is equal to 2. Nothing but we already got it, right? If there is only one element overall the array, then it's true. Why? Because the whole array will be counted. Just like in the previous, they would like 5, 5, 5, 5. So the unordered map or the frequency map will have only one element, which is 5 for 4 times. That's a valid subarray. Now, else if it is having two distinct elements, 2 for 2 times, it is valid. 2 comma 2. So there is maximum frequency and maximum frequency by 2 for other distinct elements. Else, the minimum frequency is, I'm just updating the minimum frequency as current length. I'll go through every element and get the minimum frequency. Now, if the maximum frequency is equal to 2 into minimum frequency, if you see clearly, the maximum frequency here is 4. The minimum frequency is 1. 1 into 2 is not equal to 4. That's why this won't be a valid one. Here also, if maximum frequency is equal to 2 into minimum frequency, then only for going through the every frequency. Then, if frequency is not maximum frequency and frequency is not equal to minimum frequency, if it is not 4 and also not 2, then flag is equal to false. Nothing but if I get here, then I would get it wrong. Why? Because it is not equal to 4 and also not equal to 2. Nothing but it is not equal to maximum frequency. It is not also not equal to minimum frequency. Sorry, this one, right? It is equal to minimum frequency. Sorry for this confusion. Here it is. It is, let us take another. If 5 is for 3 times, it is not equal to maximum frequency. It is not equal to the minimum frequency. So I'll return false there. Flag is equal to false and break this for loop, right? Else flag is equal to false. If the maximum frequency is equal to 2 into minimum frequency, then I am going through the correct one. But there might be a thing like this. I might only have like this, and I might have 4, 4, 2, and also 3, which is not equal to maximum frequency and also not equal to minimum frequency. Then I would make it as invalid, right? If the maximum frequency itself is not equal to 2 into minimum frequency, then flag is filled false. If it is valid, then answer will be updated. So that's how we solve this, and let us go to the third problem. Yes. You are given a 2D integer array units, right? But let us check how many subscribers. You know this subscribers and all, view count and watch hours, everything. It's okay that we'll go there. 1050 subscribers is our target for now. Let's go to the third problem. You're given a 2D integer array units of size m by n, where units ij represent the capacity of the jth unit in the ith device. Each device excuse me, contains exactly n units. The rating of a device is the minimum capacity among all its units. You may perform, yeah, just making it a simple file. We are given with m by n, m by n. Nothing but this is nothing but units. If you see, the rating of a device is the minimum capacity among all its units. This is individual device, device 1, device 2. So device 0, device 1, device 2, device 3. This is having individual units. 1, 3, 2. Yeah, from all this, the minimum will be the rating. Minimum will be rating, right? So here I have 2, 8, 6, 4. Here 2 will be the minimum rate. Third one is greedy approach. I got the intuition but couldn't solve or express it. You can share your approach here, Akash bro, right? So this is the minimum one here. Here if I take 3, let us take 5, 10, 15, 9. So 5 will be the minimum capacity. Uh, what if I take 9, 9, 14, 100, 12. Okay, let us think. Choose a device I that has not been used as a source before. Remove exactly one unit from device I and add it to any different device. Then mark the device I as used, so it cannot be chosen again as a source. Return the maximum possible sum of the ratings of all devices after any number of such operations. Any number of such operations. Devices can receive units from multiple devices, regardless of whether they have been selected. Okay, okay. I have one here. I need to make it, you know, the maximum device. So, maximum rating. So, what I would do? The next one is 2. So, what I'm thinking is removing this 1 and keeping it somewhere. If I keep it, I won't keep it at 5 or 9. I'd put it here so that I would get 5 and 9, which are maximum than 2, right? So, I have 2 now. I can also remove 5. I can also remove 5 and get 9. Remove 5 and get 9. Here I can remove 9 and get what is the next element? 12, right? So what are all those elements which I have? So here I have 2, then again I have 1 here, then again I have 9 here, then again I have 12 here. We have to track for minimum and second minimum across all the devices. Yes. Right. So if I just store, I'm thinking about that, bro. I haven't solved it yet. So let us take 1328, 28, 4, 2, 8, and then 6. 5, 10, 15, 9, 10, 15, 9, 9, 14, 100, and then 12. So the minimum is 1. The second minimum is 2. The minimum is 2 and the second minimum, okay, 4. The minimum is 5 and the second minimum is 9. The minimum is 9. The second minimum is 12. Right? If I remove, if I remove 1 and put it where I can put it here, right? Then I would get, you know, 2 as the rating, right? If I remove 5 from here and put it here, then I would get 9. If I remove 9 from here and put it here, then I would get 12, right? I They are saying that I can take this again and again, right? That's again a problem. We are just thinking like that, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Select device I is equal to 1 and transfer means I 0 to device I is 0. After the answer, the ratings are 1, 2, 3, 4. Ratings of device 1 is equal to 5, 6. Rating is equal to 5. Thus the sum of rating is 1 plus 5. Now if you see, 1 second I'm having a doubt. No transfers increase the sum of ratings. Thus the sum of ratings is 5 plus 1, which is 6. One doubt I have, can I transfer? I have transferred 1, right? Can I transfer this to devices of 1? Can I do it? I have selected it previously, but can I select it again? That's where I have it out. Can I select it again? We have to track for minimum and second minimum. Yes, bro. Yes, Akash, you're right. So here I have a doubt. Just just if I just write it in decreasing order, if I write it in decreasing order, I would get 8, 3, 2, and then 1. 8, 6, 4, and then 2. 15, 10, 9, and then 5. 100, 14, 12, and then 9. What what I'm thinking is take 100, take 15, take 8, and take the minimum, which is 1 here, and push all this into this row 0. That's it. I would get the longest answer, sorry, maximum answer, right? What do you say? What do you say about this? Then I would get the rows as 8, 3, 2, 1, 6, 4, 2, 10, 9, 5, 14, 12, 9, 14, 12, 9, and I have 8, 15, 100. Only one element in every array, right? So from this, what is the minimum? 1. From this, 8. From this, 15. From this, 100. But let us see if I just return. Okay. Now in the test case, I would add 8321, 8321, then 8642, then 1510, 95, then 100, 14, 12, 9. Let us see. I know we get a wrong answer, but I'm thinking if I get more than 100. No, no, that's wrong. Okay. Our approach is wrong. Sorry for that. 8321, nothing but let me write it in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 5, 9, 10, 15, 9, 12, 14, 100. If you see here, I have all the minimum elements. Now, now, what is the minimum from all these? 1. Uh, if you see, I have 9, the maximum element. If I just push back here, then I would get the array or 1, 2, 3, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 5, 9, 10, 15, 15, 9, 12, 14, 100. Sorry, there would be no 9. Here the minimum is 12. Now the last row has already been selected. Now let me push this 5 here. Then I would get it like 1, 2, 3, 8, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. Here I would also get a 9, get a 9. Now 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 8, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 9, 10, 15, 12, 14, 100. Now I have it. 2, I want to send it here, the upper one, right? So 1, 2, 2, 3, 8, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 9, 10, 15, 12, 14, 100. Am I right? Let us check. 1, 4, 5 plus 9, 14, 12, 26. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, my algorithm here is sort every row. Sort every row. Then I think I can sort this, the minimum element. I want to take the minimum element first, right? I want to place it in such a way. So what if I have the minimum and the second minimum for every element, right? So if I just had here, here it is 9, 12, 5, 9, 2, 4, 1, 2. What I would take is take the first element, then take the second, then take the second, then take the second. What if it is also is 1? What if it is also 1? Okay, so take the first element. Okay, let us store in this space, right? Minimum and the second minimum elements. The minimum element and the second minimum element. I need to sort it. Okay, Let us take this in vector of vector int. Okay. So int uh, m devices, right, units dot size n is equal to units of 0 dot size. Now I need vector of vector int for minimum and second minimum. MINIS. Let us name it as vector of int MINIS for auto row in units, for auto element in row. What about the minimum? In min 1. Okay, everyone still one. Okay, 1030. I think we can hit 1050 subscribers. Okay, thank you, Akash, bro. Okay, what if I just thought it? It might take big off login. If I just thought it, it would be easier in login, right? So let me tell you the intuition. If you have any doubts, please let me know. Yes, sure, bro. Sure. 1 2 3 8 2 4 6 8. 1 2 3 8 2 4 6 8. 5 9 10 12 9 12 14 100. 5 9 10 12 4 9 12 1400. 9 12 1400. Let me tell you, here the rating is 9, but I need the maximum one. So I can remove only one time from every row. So I'll remove. But where do I, keep it? Keep it just here, right? Then I would get 9 here. Now I got 12 as rating for this. I increased from 9 to 12. Okay. Now I have 5 here. What I would do? I would remove from here and put it here. Then what is the rating here? 9, right? I just increased from 5 to 9. Then I have to. If I just put it here, then the rating here is 4. I just increase from 2 to 4. Then here, 1. What if I just have track track of the first minimum and the second minimum element, first minimum and the second, first minimum and second, first minimum and the second minimum element, and get. So I would take the minimum from all the minimum elements. Then I would take the second minimum element, then the second minimum, then the second minimum. Right? So that's how I get 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 12 as 26. Did you get it, Shekil bro? Right? So from one row, you can only remove one element. I'm just removing the first minimum element and pushing that back into the, uh, you know, the upper row, or the row which is having the maximum minimum element. Okay, I think you got it. So I would store it like 1 comma 2, 2 comma 4, 5 comma 9, 9 comma 12, right? Then get the first element, then get the second element, then get the second element, then get the second element. That's it. I think this might work. Let us see. So int, vector of int v is equal to row. Now sort v dot begin v dot end. Right? Now minis dot pushback. Is it clear for you? Shakil, your name is Shakil, right? Let me know. V of 0, comma V of 1. The first minimum element and the second minimum element. Now sort minis dot begin minis dot end. Right? For int I is equal to 0, I is less than minis dot size I plus plus. If I is equal to 0, sum plus is equal to minis of I 0, else sum plus is equal to minis of I 1. Return sum. Int sum is equal to 0. Let us check whether will we get how much would be the size. Size would be something like size would be number of n. Okay, of int row is equal to units of I less than mi plus plus row is equal to units of I. That's the row. Now minis of I. That's right. I think that's where I'm getting the wrong answer. Push back. Let us take pairs. Sort. I'm just sorting all the pairs. First here. Dot second here. Let me run it. No, I got again. So the wrong answer is yes. It would be better if I have vector of int. I'm minis, bro. Minimum elements, not mini. I'm just saying it as first minimum element and second minimum element. Else, sum plus is equal to minis I 0. I hope it works. Push back v of 0. Okay. No, I got a wrong answer. 1322. Let us check again. Here, here 1 comma 3, 2 comma 2. I'm saying that take 1 here and then 2 here. But that didn't work. Our approach that didn't work. Let us see. Okay, let us take two sums, right? Here we are taking the first element, right? Let us do one thing. Let us take the first two elements and skip the next element. Okay, let us do in that way. For rise less than sum to plus is equal to minis of I 0. Sum to plus is equal to minis of I1 if I is equal to 0. Yes, Topper. I think you have got into our live stream previously. Topper, I forgot your name, right? Sorry for forgetting your name. Okay, I is equal to 1, just continue. Else, just add sum to plus is equal to. What would it be? Second, minis of I1, maximum of sum 1, comma sum 2, sum 1, sum 2 is equal to 0. Sorry. Let us check. I think no. Yes, bro. Thanks for letting me know. I'm thinking like in this way. Let me tell you, it might get me wrong. Yes. So I'm thinking in this way. 1, 2, 3, 8. Let me take the example 1, 2, 3, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 5, 9, 10, 12. 9, 12, 14, and then 100. Whatever I do, I can only take these first and the second minimum element, right? Let me tell you how. Here I have 9, right? Here I have 9. So what I would do, I need to increase it to 12. So I would remove this 9 and place it here. I want to increase this to 9. So I would remove here and place it here. Need to increase it. So remove here and place it here. So I'm just taking the sum 1, 4, 9 and then 12, right? But that's not the correct approach. Why? Because there is a chance, as it was said here, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 3, 2 comma 2, like this. As I said, I would remove this 2 and place it here, 2, 3. But if you see, I would get 1 and 2 as the answer. But that's not the right way. I tell you what is the right way. I'll tell you what is the right way. So we need to remove this one from here and put it here so that we would get 3, 1, 2, 2, and the sum will be 3 plus 1, which is 4. That's how I got it. And then I thought of getting the first element only the first element. If I is equal to 0, then I would take both the elements 1 and 3 and skip this, but it didn't work. Again, I have another problem, another wrong answer. 4, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 4, 1. If I just sort it, I would get 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 4. Uh, Now, what could be the answer? Here it is 1 comma 4. If I just move it to here, it is already minimum, right? So I take it as minimum. That's how I sorted it. 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. That's it, right? Yes. As I said, I would not take these, I would take these two, 1 comma 3, and then move it here, then 2, and then 4. If I move it here, then I would get 3. So 1, 3, 2, 4 is how much? 1 plus 3. 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 5 is 10. That's not right. I can also get 3 pushed here, 2 pushed here, 1 pushed here. Then I would get the answer as 1 and then 2 here, 2 here, and then 4 here. 2 plus 1, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 4, 9. No, not even close. Let us check how can we solve this. First, I can take this one and push it over here. I got 1, 1, 3. I can take this 3, put it here, right? No. I can take this 3 and push it over here. Then I would get 3, right? So the answer would be 1, 3, 2, 4. Is it? No, not at all. I need 4 for 2 times, right? So I'd push this one here. Okay. Then push this 2 here. Then push this 2 here. Then I would get double 1, double 2, 3. Double 1, double 2, 3. And then a 4, and then a 3, and then 4 again. 4 to C8 plus 9 plus 3, 12. Yes, that's right. So, that's quite confusing how I would get it. So, is that clear that 3, 4, it is 4, however. 1, 4, 4, and then 3. Here it is 2. I didn't get it. Here I have selected, here I have selected 1, and then 4, and then 3, and then a 4 again. I just skipped 2 and 2. It's quite confusing, let me know. Alright. If I store 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 2 comma 2, then 3 comma 4, right? Then that's where the problem is, right? Still 18 more subscribers to hit 1050 subscribers, right? So, what I'm thinking, just pick the maximum pair, which is 3 plus 4, which is 7, right? All the other pairs are 4, all the 5, and then 4 again. Now, from this, I have another thing to do. From this, pick again what I should pick again. 4 and then 3 again? No. No, 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 not at all. Like that. For this 3, I need to push that back into some row such that all those elements which are lesser than the 3 will be went to some other. I'm quite confused. It is quite confusing. So let us look at some hints. maximum sum of device ratings. It's a small hint that removing the smallest capacity from a device makes its rating equal to second smallest capacity of the device. And to the device which received this capacity, the new rating is minimum of lowest capacity of this device, the new capacity it got. So it will always be a loss for the one which receives the new capacity and gain for the one which transfers the capacity. So why not transfer from all devices to the one device, profit of all and loss for one, rather than profit for some and loss for some. Okay, okay. So you are saying that pick, pick the minimum row. So that's what I did. Remove exactly one unit from a device and give it to another device. Corporate layoffs explained by LeetCode. Two-step verification. Sort the given matrix in descending order based on the second minimum element. And the second minimum element of all rows. Add the second minimum element of all rows. And which the minimum element to last row. For last row, pick off all the elements. Sort the given matrix in descending order based on the second minimum element. Let us do that. Descending order. Here the second minimum element is 3. Here the second minimum element is 1. And then 2 and then 1. So 3, 4, 2, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Add the second minimum element of all rows and push the minimum element to the last row. God, I didn't get it. Iterate over the units by try adding all the minimum elements from each device to a temporary array. Temporary. And add second minimum element to answer and keep track of a minimum second element. God damn it. After completion of iteration, add minimum element from temporary array to answer and remove minimum second element. Oh God. That's good approach, god damn it. Take the minimum from every row, put in in an array, in an array, right? Take the second minimum element from every row, right? Just take the minimum from every element and put it in a row, put it in an array, and take the sum of all elements. But if you see one thing, just make loss because okay. Try adding all the minimum elements from each device to a summary and add second minimum element to answer and keep track of minimum second element. After completion of iteration, add minimum element from temporary array and remove minimum second element. Okay. Get, no, no, just minimum second. That's it, right? Minimum second. That's it. Iterate every row. Add minimum element to ARR, nothing but array. And minimum second is equal to minimum of minimum second and current minimum second. That's it, right? Now, answer plus is equal to current minimum second, however. Answer plus is equal to current minimum second, right? I have current minimum second. Now, from the answer, sort the array first, sort array dot begin, array dot end. I'll tell you the intuition, don't worry. Answer minus is equal to array of 0. Answer plus is equal to minimum second. That's it. Thank you, bro. AB17. I don't know you, but thank you for helping me for this live live stream. Your hint, your discussion, helped me a lot. Let me know your name. Sailor. It's okay. Now I iterate every row. Iterate every row. Int m is equal to units dot size, n is equal to units of 0 dot size. Int minimum second is equal to int max. For int I is equal to just taking auto row in units. Add minimum element to array. So row dot sort row dot begin row dot end. Now int current minimum second is equal to row of 1. Now add minimum element to array dot push back. What is the minimum element row of 0? Right? Minimum second will be minimum of minimum second, comma current minimum second. And answer plus is equal to current minimum second. Then sort array dot begin array dot end. Answer minus is equal to array of 0. No. Answer, okay, sorry. The last one we need to further optimization after completion of iteration. Add minimum element from to answer and remove minimum second element. Sorry. That's where I'm thinking like it is plus is equal to array of 0 answer minus is equal to minimum second. Sorry, I went to fresh numbers. It's okay, bro. Akash, bro. Answer minus is equal to second return answer. That's it. So we need to initialize long answer is equal to 0 vector of int answer. Sorry, array. What if n is equal to 1? What about the edge conditions like row can be empty or have one element? One second, bro. Row cannot be empty because they have given that n will be at least 1. Yeah, god damn it. It's quite easy. Quite easy. Let me tell you. Let me tell you the intuition first. I need I need the maximum. That's it. Maximum. From every row. From every row. I can get minimum or second minimum to the capacity or as the capacity. I can only remove the minimum element. Why I am removing the minimum element? Let me tell you with some example where 1, 2, 3. Let us take this. Hmm. See here, just see here. 1, 2, 3, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 5, 9, 10, 15. Last line of the problem statement. Devices can remove units from multiple devices regardless of whether they have been selected. I have been confused here, Akash bro. From each row, from each row, you can remove only one element. Now, my intuition is to remove the minimum element. If I remove the minimum element, then the second minimum will be however maximum than the minimum element, right? Or greater than the minimum element. So that's why my algorithm is just remove the minimum element. Then I would get the second minimum element greater than the minimum element. So the intention is remove the minimum element from every row. Okay? Okay, from each row you can remove only one element, right? So what I am saying is remove only five. So 9 times 5 is 1. Audible, right? Ajay Sarangamat. Let me know, is that audible, bro? So what I'm saying is get the second minimum element every time. 4, 9, and then 12. And also 2. Now, in this row itself, I will push all these first minimum elements. 1, 2, 5, 9. So, if I push 2, 5, 9 to this row, 2, 5, 9, then if you see, I got the answer as 2 plus 4 plus 9 plus 12. Now, from these three rows, what about this row? What about this row? Also, now I need to remove 2 and add 1. So, what is 2? Minimum second. Then what is 1? 1 is the minimum from the array. That's it. Right? So, just make sure you create a vector of int array and minimum second is equal to int max. For every row I need the minimum element and the second minimum element, right? For auto row, in every row, I'm just going through every row. Now sort this row first. Sort row dot begin, row dot end. Now first element need to be pushed back into the array, right? No, I think not. I need the minimum second and I don't need even the row. So just sort the row first. Then current minimum second is equal to row of 1. And sir, I am first year student where I learned Python, but I don't know what to do after that. So can you help me please? What can I do? And how can I get certificate? And after that, what should I learn? Bro, you can learn as you are into Python, you can start with the DSA, bro. DSA, and also you can go with, there is, I think, Flask, I think. I don't know the correct name. but development and DSA should be running parallelly, right? So that DSA will be asked from many companies, and also you need some projects, 2 or 3 projects. By the time complete your BTech, you will be having, you need to have 2 to 3 projects, and DSA you need to solve at least medium to hard problems, right? So I don't know which certificate is best. I didn't do any certifications, but you can watch any YouTube courses. Everything, anything is better. It's just your understanding. So DSA, you need to be solving medium to hard problems by the time you get to end your second year. You need to be at least solving medium problems. It's very good that you have started in first year itself watching competitive programming, right? So if you have any doubts, please let me know. And Ajay, let me know what is your college name and where are you from. All right. So okay, current minimum second is row of I. Then the total minimum second will be changed minimum of minimum second comma current minimum second, right? That's what I wrote here. And array dot pushback row of 0, nothing but the minimum element, array dot pushback. And even we don't need an array, but array dot pushback, but for your understanding I'm telling you, array of sorry, row of 0, array dot pushback row of 0. PSU College Bangalore, that's good, bro. So you are from Karnataka or you are from Telangana? Let me know. Right, array dot pushback row of 0. Now minimum second I have already updated. So answer will be added with minimum second. Sort the array. Now just add array of 0 and remove minimum second, right? Then return answer. Karnataka, that's a good place, bro. Mysore Palace, and there are many tourist places. I think I have to visit Karnataka. And this person, thanks bro from my live stream for helping me through your hand. Right, we are just 18 subscribers away to hit 1050 subscribers. It's already been late. Most of my live streams are for 1 hour only, but today it's more than 2 hours. That's good, right? Okay, but till even in 2 hours we just got only 300 views. That sounds very less. It's so much, less. And I know Telugu too. Okay, thank you, bro. Thank you for letting me know. How do you know Telugu? Did you study in Telangana, or you have friends from Telugu states? I am from Telangana. Okay, right. So the fourth problem is quite, much harder than the third one. Instead of array, I can get int mini is equal to int max. Now, instead of pushing that back into array, where is this? Yes, here, row of 0. Mini is equal to minimum of mini comma array, sorry, row of 0. Minimum second is also updated. Here it is not array of 0. It is mini. Original from Ballari near border, so my friends are also from Telangana.
Okay, that's good to know, bro. Ballari, there are many mines at Ballari Ganulu. Mines, there is mines near that, right? Yes, but what? How does this beat? Mm, okay, I know that's a quite good approach. Everyone, thanks for attending this live session, and we are just 18 subscribers more to hit 1050 subscribers. Thanks for everyone attending this live session and share to your friends. And also, you can follow me in Instagram. I'll I'll share you that link. Wait a second. Just go to your friends and ask them to subscribe to my channel. 1050 subscribers. We are didn't yet completed our live stream. In recent times, this is the first live stream which went. Okay, share profile, right? So we are just 17 subscribers yet to hit 1050 subscribers. Right. We are just 18 subscribers more. We just need 18 subscribers. Yeah, I'm asking Ajay bro, how is your college life? It's already first year, right? And I think your curriculum or the academics have already started. Ajay Saran, hi bro, how are you? Hi Ajay, bro. How are you? Right. I hope everyone is doing well. So let us see, the count is still 1035. Just need 15 subscribers more. And if you have any doubts, please let me know. We have started from zero. Even in contest, I also made a reel on that. So if you see on August 2024, I wasn't even able to solve one problem, right? Now it's it's almost less than almost 20 months. August, right? July, August. It's almost 2 years, and we are in top four. It's not only my achievements, it is everyone's achievement, right? Now, all the Rewind 2024 and 2025. So, total problems solved 917 from 2 years of LeetCode grind. Acceptance rate is quite low, 62% only. Right now, we also got the night badge. That's the night top 25 site wide, three, you know, that 4,600 total. Okay, how many subscribers are we less? At 1033 means 17 more subscribers. Right, we just need to hit 1050 subscribers. Maximize all of these are 32 badges is not every day. Even there are parties when we are on trips many days. These many badges are like like weapons for me, right? And then I have started this in 2024, and then 2025. Now it's 2026. It's January, I think so. Yes. So that's it for today. And if you have any doubts, please let me know. I'm ending this live stream right now. So let me take some screenshots before ending this live session. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts, please let me know. I had to post in stories. That's why I'm taking these screenshots. That's good interaction today. If it is hard problems, then only we get a good grip or good insights. If not, it's waste, just waste. If you already knew how to solve the problem, what is the need of solving it? If you already knew it, then don't solve it. It's just typing the code. That's it, not even using your brain. So I think everyone, it's good time to leave you all. And this account is just rising and then falling. But however, we are just more than started with 1025, 1020, I think 1020, 1033 subscribers. However, that's good, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining this live session. And we are 2 hours 21. Let us end this at exactly 12 p.m. Right? Let's wait for 2 minutes more. Let me get that. Ajay Saran, I don't know why your message was moderated. I don't know, but thank you. Thank you everyone for subscribing to my channel. Well, there might be someone who is fluctuating the count, making it plus or minus subscribing and then unsubscribe. Right? So we'll end this in just 1 minute. And even if you have any small doubt, we can extend this list. No worries about that. And let me know how many of you are from Hyderabad, right? Every time I see the and analyze, I would see most of them are men, and EIT or 90% are men, and also from Hyderabad. So that's what, and also from the age 18 to 24. That's the age most of the people start their coding, right? And college students. Let me know how many of you are from Hyderabad. I'm also from Hyderabad, right? So yes, it's already 12 p.m. Thanks everyone for attending this live stream, joining this live stream. Thank you.